Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Gregory Persuasive. Today, we'll be discussing a topic that is often argued between skeptics and scientists. Why America should lead the renewable energy change. There are three specific reasons why America should lead this change. Number one, the job creation. Number two, the massive economic benefits that come with these job creations. And number three, eliminating the effects of using fossil fuels. The world is changing as we know it. We are the last generation that can make a drastic change to save the planet as we know it right now. All of what I discussed today will be taken from scientific data and records from resources that are credible. According to the National Geographic.com and also from NASA, 80% of the energy we use today comes from fossil fuels. 80%, let me repeat, of the energy we use today comes from fossil fuels. That's in an age when technology is so advanced that the watch on my wrist has better computational power than satellites that we first launched in space. Right? Don't take my word for it. Let's look at the data posed by the scientists and discuss this matter going forward. The use of non-renewable resources pose two major problems. One, they are finite, which means we have a limited resources. We have a limited source of the resource. Number two is that with this limitation in the resource, the cost goes up, which means as the resource gets limited, it will take a bite into your pocket, your bank account, the nation economy, and can lead to wars, which in itself has a larger cost, human life. Another effect from not changing from a non-renewable resource, from a non-renewable resource is the effect on the environment, both from the mining and from the production. Both use chemicals that are harmful to your health, my health, your children's health, and the environment. So some people would argue that we can't change from using non-renewable resources, aka fossil fuels, to renewable resources. But we can. The jobs that are lost or that could be lost from using non-renewable resources are replaced with jobs that are created when you talk about using renewable resources. Talking about the jobs created, right now there's a boom in jobs in Texas called some fracking. Fracking is a process where wells are drilled into the earth, and with high pressure chemicals, they create minor fractures in the soil. These manufacturers allow gas and oil to flow to the surface, but they also have another negative effect. When you fracture the ground, it also fractures a layer of the earth that stores our drinking water, water aquifers. When these water aquifers are fractured, these same chemicals leak into the water that you drink at home, that you used to shower and cook with, right? According to the data, in the US, over 700,000 jobs were created in just under 7 years. Yes, that's 700,000 jobs in just 7 years, right? There is a total of over 3 million jobs in the US in total as of 2018, just from renewable sources. Worldwide, there are 9.8 million jobs all over the world from renewable resources. So the worry isn't about the financial effect, because we can see the jobs being replaced when we switch from non-renewable resources to using renewable resources. The other argument they may bring up is, why don't we, the issue with using renewable resources is that, for example, wind and solar, the wind doesn't always blow, and also the sun doesn't always shine. But that's the beauty about investing in technology. Today, we have massive plants of battery that can store this power and release it when it's needed. Other options being used today are molten salts that they heat up in the day, store in caverns, and when the energy is needed, it's brought to the surface where it turns on your turbines to produce electricity. So, as we can agree, there's no arguments to support not switching. It's just the will, the power of the people. The biggest issue going forward is going to be the effects on the planet. Species extinction. Not necessarily human beings as yet. Animals, plants. In the next 100 years, the majority of all coastal cities will be under 6 feet of water. 6 feet is a lot, right? I'm 6 foot tall. That's not a lot. But imagine most of our cities are already at the tipping point where they're struggling against water damage. With this increase in water levels, most of our most beautiful vacation spots will disappear. So let's talk about it again. There isn't an option here. We don't have a choice of switching or not switching. We have one option, and it's making a massive change. And that change to renewable energy. The majority of California today is powered by renewable energy. Did you know that? They have so much renewable energy that at times they have to shut these power plants down because it's making too much power. It's too much energy. The thing facing us from taking the biggest step now is government policies and investing in the technology for storing this power to use later, whether it's a day, 2 days, or at night. Call your congressman, talk to your parents, talk to your children, talk to your friends. We are the ones who are responsible, not the government. We are our government. The country, the planet, and every species is dependent on us to save them, to ensure that a future exists for your child, my child, and all of us going forward. Thank you.